And then check this out. I want to say thank you so much. I followed it and the late payments were removed from 2 different accounts. I want to say I'm thankful Colin Matthew, Capital One removed all 8 late payments from 2018, 2019. I'm out here I'm a people's champ, fucking doing God's work out here. We getting people mortgages, bro. We getting people cars. We getting people 100 plus on their credit score with this strategy right here. Sauce free on the YouTube channel. Why am I not at 1 million subs, dude? Have a late payment. There's generally 3 ways you could get it removed. The first way you want to start is going to be goodwill. It's where you basically, before starting to dispute, before coming out swinging, you want to actually try to like beg them for forgiveness, especially if it was only one late. If it's like a 60, it can still happen. But if the person, this is what kills me when I see somebody was late, like in March and January and June, you're not going to swing a goodwill with that, right? Like it's very rare. I did have a lady comment on my YouTube. She was able to get like 5 late payments off from Capital One. And but goodwill is where you always want to start. You don't want to just come out swinging disputing because then they might not honor the goodwill request. So what goodwill is basically you're writing a letter and you're asking them to take the late payment off out of goodwill, out of just like being a good person, etc. Keep in mind they get thousands of these requests per month, so you have to make yours stand out. You have to write a letter. You have to like literally say your car broke down and you're walking 6 miles to work and dropping off your kids to school and you can't get approved for another car because of the late payments on there and you're begging them to remove it. It's literally trashing and ruining your life. You need to make it sound very sad because you want them to empathize with you. You want to stand out and be different than the thousands of other people that just send some robotic bullshit goodwill letter. And a lot of people, they just look up goodwill template and they send these lame letters online. There's a lot of them. And the letter literally just sounds super robotic. There's nothing crazy about it. It just says, hey, I thank you, for taking a couple minutes to read this. I'd appreciate it if you deleted it. No, that shit doesn't work. It rarely ever works. You got to put like a really good letter in there. So check this out. If you go to my YouTube, I have like 3 videos on goodwill. I would recommend like watching all of them so you kind of like learn about it. We have the Amex late payment goodwill letter. I sent one to the CEO, Stephen Squarey. And I use a good subject line. You'll see like right here. One, I talk about it here. Like you could go to ceoemail.com and you could type any company, American Express, Capital One, and it will give you the email of the CEO. Amex CEO at the time was Stephen Squarey. I believe it's still him. So I emailed him and I sent a really good email and I mailed a good letter. I do both, right? Because I'm trying to do everything I can. As soon as I sent the email, I got this email back from him. Colin, I will have someone in my office look into this and get it back to you. Stephen, right? And then I got an email from his assistant saying, hey, we looked into it and we deleted your late payment. I even called them and they verified it. And one subject line I put on the subject line of the email, it's like a hook. It's got to be captivating. It's got to get their attention. I write this right here. I write down, I need your help with this. And I write it with ... Because imagine this. Imagine you're the CEO of a freaking $1 billion company and you see an email subject line that says, I need your help with this ... That's going to like go, oh shit, what's that? It's going to like register something in his head and he's going to click that email. And that's exactly why he clicked my email. So I like to put the subject line that I need your help with this ... Because he doesn't know, what if it's one of his employees? What if it's some chick getting sexually harassed in a freaking break room, right? And so it kind of captures their attention. So that's a really good subject line. And I'll show you like the kind of email I put. I might even have like here was a template that I used. I put down. I think they got rid of it. The template, there was a template on there, and I think they got rid of it. I need to update it. Some people can comment on my YouTube, but I'll show you the one that I do, and we'll go really in depth on it. So that's one video I would watch. Here's another one that I do on Goodwill, and it is the Capital One. I had a 60-day late payment on my Capital One. Back in like 2016, my mother-in-law, she used cars. She didn't tell me. I didn't even know it was there. And 60 days late, I finally got, I think I was in the field in the Marine Corps, and I got a letter saying like I was 60 days late, and I was, fuck, I didn't even have a balance on my card. So I did the same thing here, and I got a 60-day late payment removed. I looked up on, ceoemail.com, right? Instead of just disputing straight up, right, and punching them in the face, I looked up ceoemail.com, Capital One, Rich Fairbank was his name. I emailed and sent a letter. I didn't get a response to an email, but from the letter, and I sent the letter online using LetterStream, I got a letter. I know I have it right here. I got this letter, and it said, "Good. We have good news. We removed the 60-day late payment from 2016." Right. So, what happened? Did I get? Yeah, I just got the letter from them. That's it. Out of the blue, 2 weeks later on that one right there. So that was Capital One. And then one of the hardest ones to get off on the My FICO forms was Military Star Card. I was able to get that removed, and I was able to get PayPal credit removed as well. This one, I called them, called the customer service. I asked to speak with the manager supervisor. I explained my situation. I said, hey, it was during COVID. And this works too. If your late was between 2020, 2022, you can say like, hey, it was COVID, et cetera, right? And you could point towards some kind of like economic event and say that's why it was late, et cetera. But those are the three strategies: Goodwill phone call, Goodwill email, Goodwill letter. I recommend blasting all three as much as you can, because the other way you're going to have to get it removed is Consumer Law 1666 Bravo, USC, United States Consumer Law 1666B. And this is basically a law that talks about the timing of payments and reporting late payments. And you can send this letter out to the three bureaus, and I will tell you it's about a 10% success rate. Richard, my partner in credit repair, he'll tell you the same thing. We see about a 10% success rate sending out this letter. It's not that great. And now the third way is to delete the account entirely. We'll say the account was never yours, it was fraudulent. They'll have to provide written like proof that you signed up for that account, and we have to delete the account entirely. Now that's not always favorable, because what if it's an 8-year trade line with Chase and it's a bank relationship and it's contributing to your credit? So that's not always going to be a very favorable way of doing it, right? So this is the order we do it in: Goodwill, email, phone, and letter. Blasting, sending it multiple times, calling multiple times, speaking with different people. And on the email, you don't have to just email the CEO. You can email all different C-suite executives. We've seen success emailing multiple C-suite executives and directors, and the CEO ignores it, but the marketing guy or the customer relations guy, brings it up, talks to an assistant. They talk to the credit bureau reporting department. They get it deleted. So just like anything else in life, the amount of effort you put into this, the amount of action you take is going to directly correlate to the result you get. People who give up on the first try, they don't get any fucking results. I think on Capital One, I had to do it 2-3 times. Then I finally got the results. So check this out too. I want to show you this. The Capital One video, look at the comments. And I'm doing God's work out here. Look at that. 12,000 views 3 years ago. And look at this. I want to say thank you so much. I followed your instruction. I emailed the CEO Capital One to have 3 late payments reviewed. Sent the email on the 12th. I received a call 4 days later that it was approved and they removed the late payments. Honestly, needed this to move forward my home buying journey. Thank you. Anyone watching, it's possible, right? And then check this out. I want to say thank you so much. I followed it and the late payments were removed from 2 different accounts. I want to say I'm thankful Colin Matthew, Capital One removed all 8 late payments from 2018, 2019. I'm out here doing I'm the people's champ. I'm fucking doing God's work out here. We getting people mortgages, bro. We getting people cars. We have 100 plus on their credit score with this strategy right here. Sauce free on the YouTube channel. Why am I not at 1 million subs, dude? But look at this. We'll keep going. This worked for me. 3 days from watching the video. Did the template. 8 payments removed. Boom. Talk is cheap. Show me the deal. At the beginning, I was like, this is ordinary bullshit. Then at the end of the video, I saw this dude show the letter. Look at that. You thought your boy was bullshit. Don't you see the lineup? Don't you know I'm from Brooklyn? You know? There ain't no fugazi shit out here. This is real talk right here. Look at that. Made 1 late payment 4 years ago. Thanks for sharing this. There was a lady on here. I want to find her. She talks about, I think this is her. Yes, Capital One removed the 5 late payments. Thank you, thank you. And look what I said. I think she said I did it for 2 accounts. I laid it on heavy, but it was a true story. That's what it takes sometimes. I'm telling you, bro. You gotta put a good story. So now let me show you what I did. I had a late payment with Prime Lending on my mortgage, right? And Goodwill, I'm going to pull this up. Prime Lending Goodwill letter. I sent this on a Friday. Hopefully it pulls up. Again, on June 1st, I assumed it would happen. June 6th, I saw it didn't pay yet, and I manually did it myself. July 29th, I decided again to try the auto pay. It said auto pay on. And then, I found that, and it even emailed me this. You registered automatic drafting, right? And it said it was everything good. August 1st, it didn't draft, and I didn't sign in until the next month. I thought I was Gucci. They gave me the email. They told me it was good. September 3rd, a month later, I sign in, and it shows I got a 30-day late, right? And I was fucking pissed, man. And it dropped my credit like, a few scores. I showed all the evidence, right? And then I wrote all this stuff, and I even made a fucking Loom video, dude. And I showed how frustrated I was. I showed all the proof, right? I showed them like I'm logged in. I showed them that it says auto, dude, I did everything right. It wasn't my fault, bro, and how frustrated I was. I sent this on Wednesday or something, or on Friday morning. And 3 hours after I emailed this to the CEO, I got a phone call. And the lady was like, I'm his executive assistant. We are so sorry. I promise you this late payment will be gone by Monday. And 72 hours later, over the weekend, they got the late payment deleted, right? But if I just sent some bullshit cookie cutter template from Google, would they have done that? No. So you got to put a good ass story. You got to make it like personable. You got to and sometimes what I've even done on some of these Goodwills, I look up the CEO and I see he's a football fan, or I see he's a veteran, and I'll say I saw you went to this college, and I'll say something about that. Try to make it personable, try to make them read it, try to make them care. your mileage may vary, but just like anything else in life, you get out what you put in. If you think you're just going to fucking copy some cookie cutter template, and people do this all the time, they say, Colin, it didn't work. No shit, it didn't work. You didn't fucking try. You didn't put any effort, right? You got to put some effort. You got to try. And don't just try once. Try 2 times. Try 3 times. Do whatever it takes. This is very important. This is your future. This is your credit. This is 50, 70, 80 points. This is you getting approved for 100K in funding, right? Take the extra 5 fucking minutes. Write a story. Use ChatGPT if you have to. Write to ChatGPT. Make this sound sadder. Make a grown man fucking cry, right? And it will, draft it up and it will change it up for you. But again, you're going to get out what you put in. That's how life. This is the Goodwill Guide. We will drop the exact letter template I showed. And again, do the email, do the phone call, do the letter, the physical letter. You could send it via online certified mail. You don't even got to leave the house. You could just go to onlinecertifiedmail.com and you could send it out. You don't have to send it certified. It's up to you if you want to. But I would do all 3 if you really want to make this happen. That is Goodwill Guide. Peace.